Good day, dear creatives. Welcome to another tutorial with T-Banks. So today we'll be learning how to make this puffy headband, the not puffy headband, which is showing on your screen right now. And I'll be taking us through the materials needed. So for this particular headband, we'll be needing our Alice band. Now this is the Alice band of 1 inch. 1 inch size of Alice band. You can use the one wider, it depends on your preference. Doing our fabric, I'm using a satin doll face fabric, color gold, satin doll face. We'll be needing our tape measure, our scissors, and her bead for embellishment. You can use a matching bead or you can mix colors of the beads depending on what you want to achieve. Then we have this wire. It's called a flexible wire. This wire is called a flexible wire. It is bendable, so that's why it's called a flexible wire. You can see it to get those shops that sells jewelry materials, or those that sells beads. Just tell them you want flexible wire. It's in gold and silver, but this is the gold since I'm working with a gold fabric. So the last thing we'll be needing is our fiber. So we'll be needing our fiber, and for this fiber, they are the ones that are cut out. I don't usually use that, so I use this one. It comes per sheet, so I just cut out some pieces out of it. The long fiber is very long and big, so let's get started. The first thing we'll be doing is to get our fabric and cut out the following measurements. So we'll be cutting out 8 inches long, 8 inches by 30 inches, 8 inches by 30 inches. So that's what we are going to be cutting out, 8 inches by 30 inches. So by the time you fold this into two, it will give you 4 inches. So I'm going to fold this into two like this. Now this is the front side, which is inside. I'm going to be sewing it inside, so we're going to fold like this. And I'm going to sew on half inch straight down. You'll be leaving both ends opened, so you sew on half inch straight down. So after folding it, I have 4 inches. So after sewing on half inch again, I'll be left with like 6 inches. So let me go to my machine now and sew on a straight line like this, leaving both ends opened. Okay, so now here I've sewn the fabric together, and this is what I am having. So the next thing is to get my fiber to fix it inside the sewn fabric. So I have the fiber of 5 inches width. So it depends on how you want it to be bulky. You can increase it, the fiber, you can reduce it, depends. But I'm okay with my 5 inch, so I'm going to fix this inside the fabric. I'll be using a stick if I can't be able to pass through. So I have fixing the fiber into the fabric, and I'm having this. It's foamy but not so foamy. And also I did not let the fiber get to the end right here. So let me just say I leave about 3 inches at both edges, so the fiber didn't get to the end. So what I'm going to do now is to fold this into two like this to get my midpoint. So I'm going to fold this to get my midpoint. So after I've gotten the midpoint, I'm going to make a knot like this. Now remember, this is my midpoint, just like I'm tying something. So I've made the knot like this. So let me do that again. Getting your midpoint, then you tie. So after I've gotten and tied my midpoint, I'm going to make sure this stitch is at the back Now this stands as the back. I'm going to ensure this stitch is at the back like this and not at the front. So I have this. So I'm going to get my Alice band and place it like this at the center. So this is it. I'm going to place at the center like this. So you see the 3 inches which we left is where the Alice band stopped. So can you see? What I'm just going to do is to get my candle glue gun. Now I'm going to be needing your candle glue gun also, because you'll be using that to stitch it down. And if not, another method is this. If you don't want to stitch down like this, you can just pass your Alice band inside like this first before you stitch down. So now which other method depends on you, but I'm going to be doing this. So I'm going to leave my Alice band like this, making sure it's at the center, and I'm going to get my glue to glue it all down. Okay, so now my candle glue is hot, so I'm just going to show us one side of it. So, and I'll be doing the second side off camera. So I'm having this. Just on a straight line. You don't need to put all over. No need for that. So here I have it now to the end right here. So I'm going to be cutting off little excess from this. So I'm going to be I've cut out little excess. So I'm going to try to fold this like this. So just watch me. I'm going to fold like this. Then I'm going to bring this edge inside. I don't know if we can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to bring this edge inside, bring this edge inside like that, like this and like this. So this is what I'm going to be doing, but before then I'm going to close up this opened part, the inside part. So I'll close this place a bit so it won't show at the end of the day. So I'm going to apply glue here, and close like this. So you make sure you hold firm a bit for some time so it will glue properly. Then I'm going to apply glue and close the other side as well. I'm going to just apply glue. Make sure you don't pass the point where you want to glue, and hold down. I'm going to close this side like this. So I'm having this. So I'm going to be having this. So I'm just going to apply little glue here, just for this side, to close up finish. To apply little glue. Okay. So okay, so now I've done one side of the Alice band of the headband. So I'm going to be going over to do the second side just the same way I did this side off camera. Creatives, so here is it. Here is the final look of the headband. You can actually rock yours like this, and you can make your foam more than this. Just like I said, your fiber, you can make it more than the weight I used. So the next thing we are going to do now is to creating the veil, the vine for the I'm going to be doing now is to be creating the design for our Alice band. Like I said, it is optional. You can decide to rock yours like this, and you can decide to add the design. So